our fundraising hero, Arlene Clark. Congratulations! How are you feeling?
Thank you. Yeah, emotional, really emotional. Didn't expect it at all. So it's an amazing achievement for the charity and for Jack.
Now tell us a little bit about the charity and Jack for those who don't know.
Jack was my son, and he was a healthy little boy who 6 days before his 6th birthday, which had been on Christmas Day, went to school, healthy little boy, woke up the next morning and his heart had stopped. We didn't know why. We had got him to the RAH in Paisley where they managed to bring his heart back, but we knew there was a chance he was brain damaged. We tried to get him transferred to York Hill, but York Hill was full that day, so he had to be transferred to Edinburgh Sick Kids. And for going in the ambulance, we weren't allowed to go with Jack, so that was an hour and a half that we were separated from him. We got to Edinburgh and the doctors told us that the chance was he wouldn't last through the night. Blood tests came back and showed that he had an everyday cold and flu virus, and for some reason it had attacked his heart and made it stop. Jack being Jack, he kept fighting, and he made it through to the next day, but sadly that night his organs stopped because he was so brain damaged. And we were left to leave the hospital that day with not really any support or anywhere to turn. So a couple of weeks down the line I decided that something had to change.
Yes.
I'd called an organisation and they weren't very helpful at all. They were run by bereaved parents, and from that day forward I swore that no other parent would experience what I had. And that's where Bright Star came from, because when Jack died I didn't know how to tell people he had died, so I just said Jack decided that it was time to become the brightest star in the sky.
Wonderful.
And that was where it came from. So our aims are to provide a family ambulance so that no other family member is separated from their child, to do paediatric first aid training because we've realised how crucial it is to get oxygen to the brain. We're making memory boxes, and this photo here is teddy bears that go into the mortuaries to stay with the children once they've passed. And our long-term goal is to open a specialist bereavement centre which will be called Hulk's Haven, because Jack loved the Hulk, and for those 24 hours he fought hard not to leave us.
Wow.
And that will be dedicated to where parents and siblings and grandparents can come to receive support once a child dies.
Now, hearing that story, it's no wonder that you are our fundraising hero. I mean, it means so much more. For you, what does it mean to you to win this tonight?
I think in a way it just makes me feel as if I've given something back to Jack, because I miss him desperately. And I think it just lets his legacy live on. But for me, it's realising that this charity is obviously making a difference to other parents, and that's in my heart what it means, that no other parent hopefully in the future will feel as lonely as I did and other parents that I have did. And it's a great privilege to be awarded something like this. I would give it back in a minute to have my son, but I don't, so my future now is changing the future for other bereaved families.